the Celtics and Pacers. It's a rivalry as old as Larry Bird himself, and last night, Game 2 of their Eastern Conference semifinals matchup felt like another chapter for the history books. The energy in TD Garden was electric, buzzing with the anticipation of a potential series tie or a commanding Celtics lead. The Pacers, hungry to avenge their Game 1 loss, came out swinging, but the Celtics were ready for a fight. Right out of the gate, you could tell this game was going to be a dogfight. Both teams played with a physicality and intensity that was absent for most of the regular season. Every possession felt like a battleground, and neither team was willing to give an inch. The lead changed hands multiple times in the first quarter, setting the stage for a back-and-forth affair that had fans on the edge of their seats. The Celtics, led by their young core of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, countered the Pacers' physicality with their signature brand of high-octane offense. Tatum in particular seemed to have shaken off his Game 1 jitters, moving with a fluidity and confidence that had the Pacers' defense constantly guessing. Still, the Pacers, anchored by the defensive presence of Miles Turner and the offensive versatility of Domantas Sabonis, refused to back down, making it clear that they weren't going to roll over easily. The turning point came late in the second quarter. Marcus Smart, the heart and soul of the Celtics, dove for a loose ball, sparking a fast break that culminated in a thunderous dunk by Jaylen Brown. The crowd erupted, and the Celtics, feeding off the energy of their fans, went on a 12-0 run to close out the half. It was a backbreaker for the Pacers, who had played the Celtics even up to that point. The Celtics' defensive intensity was suffocating in the third quarter, forcing the Pacers into tough shots and costly turnovers. Time and time again, the Pacers found themselves rushed into ill-advised passes or contested shots, much to the delight of the raucous Celtics crowd. On the offensive end, the Celtics continued to move the ball with precision, finding the open man and knocking down shots. The Pacers, to their credit, never completely folded. They continued to fight, but the Celtics had seized control of the game and never looked back. Every time the Pacers threatened to make a run, the Celtics had an answer, whether it was a timely three-pointer, a defensive stop, or a clutch free throw. By the time the final buzzer sounded, the Celtics had secured a convincing victory, taking a commanding 2-0 lead in the series. Jason Tatum was simply unstoppable, putting on a scoring clinic and finishing with 42 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. His performance was a masterclass in offensive efficiency, showcasing his complete arsenal of moves. He was hitting threes, getting to the rim at will, and finding open teammates with pinpoint passes. It was the kind of performance that leaves you wondering if there's anyone in the league who can guard him when he's locked in like that. While Tatum shined for the Celtics, the Pacers struggled to find consistent offensive production. Malcolm Brogdon led the Pacers with 22 points, but he shot just 8 for 20 from the field. Domantas Sabonis added a double-double with 18 points and 14 rebounds, but he too struggled with his shot, shooting just 6 for 16. The Pacers' inability to find consistent scoring from their key players proved costly, as they shot just 41% from the field as a team. The Celtics supporting cast also stepped up in a big way. Jaylen Brown added 23 points, and Marcus Smart provided his usual brand of tenacious defense and timely playmaking. Al Horford, playing with a veteran's savvy, controlled the paint, grabbing 12 rebounds and altering numerous shots. It was a complete team effort for the Celtics, who looked every bit the championship contender they were predicted to be. The series now shifts to Indiana, where the Pacers will look to regroup and avoid falling into an insurmountable 3-0 hole. The pressure is on the Pacers, who need to find a way to slow down Tatum and the Celtics' high-powered offense. They'll need to play with a sense of urgency and desperation in Game 3, or this series could be over before they know it. For the Celtics, it's all about maintaining their focus and intensity. They can't afford to let up now, especially on the road. They need to keep their foot on the gas and play with the same swagger and confidence they've shown through the first 2 games of the series. If they can do that, they'll be well on their way to advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. One thing is for sure, this series is far from over. The Pacers are a proud team, and they're not going to go down without a fight. Expect them to come out with a renewed sense of purpose in Game 3. But the Celtics have all the momentum right now, and they're playing with a level of confidence and cohesion that's going to be tough for anyone to match. Buckle up, folks. This series is about to get interesting.